Ladies and gentlemen, it's the R&R Show. We are live for the first show of 2018. It's raw and ready on Nightline TV. My co-host Liz is in the green room entertaining all the guests. Bison's here. Everybody's here. We're going to have fun. And yes, Turnbuckle Talk will continue to be on Raw and Ready. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Rapping now is like saying no to the gas to smoke a black and mouth. What are you, stupid? I ain't come here to lose it. This movement is more than music. Don't never try to confuse it. The countdown has begun. Who's gonna try to defuse it? You cut a wire and see what happens. I'm fighting fire with fire, but there's just a book of matches. I can't respect any liar, just trying to get it the fastest. I'll end them in any second, just point me to where the cash is. I'll tell them that they can meet with me early without the passes. This right here is an everyday hustle, and my chick that's hella thick on everyday cuddles. Teens plotting against me, making everyday huddles. Tell Joe he ain't the only one with everyday struggles. I'm too complex, pioneer, I'm on deck, and not everyone could come up here. Shout out Flex, it's much easier to face your fears than face death. So don't tell me all you did for the day was waste breath, little nigga.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's the R&R Show, and I got somebody here that looks semi-familiar from the past. Ladies and gentlemen, Bison is in the building. Bison, thank you for being so much on the show.
Appreciate it.
Last time you were here, things were a little different.
Things were different. Yeah, I had a couple extra accessories on.
Yeah, you might want to get a little closer to the mic, or you want to hold it, whatever, because I want everybody to hear this. You know what I'm saying? First off, thank you for coming back on the show. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I see, let's get this out the way.
Get it out the way.
You were somebody else once.
I was somebody else once. We could clear the air there.
We could clear the air there. And I see now that you did this phenomenal change. You are now known as Bison.
Yes.
And to me, I'll be honest with you, it's a better look.
Okay.
You're great, talented guy in the ring. You're strong, athletic. The name fits you well.
All right.
What made you go into this change?
Okay. What I'm doing now is just more of what I did when I started. Just had a different name that I don't care for too much. But I changed to another side of me. Howie Timbershade. I'm not afraid to say it.
Okay.
It was a part of me, still is. I enjoy singing. It depends on what party it is and if the time is right. But I decided to use that for the entertainment of the wrestling audience.
Yeah.
And I just exaggerated it and blew it up, and I felt it. And at the time, it was appropriate. I wanted to stand out, and I think I did a good job at that. However, as time went on, the past couple of years, I'm watching TV, and no offense to the talent I see on TV, they're all great. But when you see them doing a version of what you're doing, they're singing, they're, doing all that stuff. How do I stand out now? So I decided, all right, you know what? I'm versatile. I can adapt. So back to basics, black and white, straightforward. Go facial hair out a little bit, and bring up the aggression. I'm not talking about singing anymore. I'm not talking about the flash anymore and being all fancy. I'm talking about busting ass. Can I say that?
Yeah, of course. This is raw and ready, baby. You can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want.
I'm talking about bringing the aggression up.
There you go. I'm sorry. The people want to hear you.
I'm bringing up the aggression.
The ladies are like, I want to hear his voice.
Oh yeah. So that's basically it. I'm bringing it back to basics, and that's basically the slogan I'm going with. Bringing it back to basics. Bison brings back the basics.
Yeah.
And we're going to go from there.
No, and listen, let me tell you something. I mean, being a fan of this game and being involved in this game is always, sometimes it takes a bump in the road to find your own persona. And like I told you off the air, when I saw it and everything, I was like, wow, he did a whole change. You know, I think it's a lot better than what it was before, because now your character now goes to show the seriousness of of what you're doing. You know, it goes to show like it's very intimidating. I'm being honest with you. I don't want to step in the ring with your ass because it goes to show that you're more. I think you found yourself, dude. I think you did. I think that whatever it is that you're doing and what you've done, I think is doing a lot better than what it was before. I'm not saying that the character you done before wasn't great, but it's doing a lot. I like it a lot better. How was the feedback that you're getting since you did the change?
Excuse me. My trainers, like Damian Adams and people I train with, people I associate with, they were slow to accepting it.
Yeah.
Damian Adams liked the serious side of me, you know.
Yeah.
He wasn't too much of a fan of the scarf. He didn't say it, but
you could tell.
It's like, you know, why don't you go out with your scarf without your scarf tonight? Which I get, you know. I have that in me. There's the appearance, and I did the Howie Timbershade thing to, like I said, just to be different.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to be a tough guy, and we're all tough in our own way. We go through things in life, but everybody wants to play tough. That's the word, play tough.
Exactly.
And I wanted to show that, yeah, I'm a tough guy, but I don't have to pretend and force it on people.
Yeah.
It just happens whenever the time is right.
Right.
So right now we're gonna go back to just being natural, being aggressive, and going from there. And I have a show tomorrow, Combination Wrestling, and I'm BCW. I'm tag teaming with somebody, and we're gonna go from there, and the aggression is not gonna stop from this day forward.
No, that's good. I mean, how was 2017 for you? I know you did a change later in the year, but if you can go back and review yourself in what you've accomplished in 2017, what do you think you would not do and do now for 2018?
I would probably have made my own theme music.
Well, okay. Okay.
And invested more and bring that other character to heights like never before. But that was another reason why I had to change. You know, as much as I was feeling and as much as a part of me as it was, as time went on, it wasn't clicking as much as I wanted it to.
Right.
So here we are. You know, as far as what I am proud of, I've wrestled 2 times for Ring of Honor,
which is like
an accomplishment.
Yes,
like,
that is. Congratulations.
Thank you. And you know, and they like the character to the extent, you know, I was used obviously more than once. So in a way, I'm taking a chance. Some might say, you know, oh, they like the character, blah blah blah, but I gotta do what I feel is right for the time.
Right.
And I'm invested in me right now, bringing more of what I'm bringing to the table right now. So
okay,
I can't. You can't argue with that. So.
No, you can't. I mean, but the good thing about the change is, because of course you know, I'm going through a change myself.
I noticed slightly different colors.
Yeah, and I'm very proud to wear them. Like you said, sometimes it takes a certain bump in the road for you to realize what you could and can't do.
It's all a journey.
You know, that's all it is. I mean, I'm doing this. I know guys like you, and I hope you guys do make it. They want to go to the Big Daddy. They want to go to where you can retire from there.
Right.
You know, with me, it's more of a personal thing. It's more of fulfilling my dad's dream to have one of his sons do what he did. You know, my dad never made it out of the indies, but, you know, he was pretty well known and he did what he had to do. And he had fun. He always said, if you can't have fun with what you're doing, you're never going to get ahead.
I 100% agree with that. So many people do this to make money, do this for the fame, or I just want to get signed to WWE or Japan or something and make money and be known and all that stuff that goes along with it. But if that's your motivation, you're not going to last long.
No,
you know, and you have to love it. Whether you have to do the 9 to 5 and this, and not make money in this. If you can't love it and do it with as much passion as you have, as if you were making the big bucks.
And dude, you and I both know. Sometimes we do gigs we don't even get paid for.
Everyone has different motivations. You know, I'm trying to go this take it as far as it can go. You're doing it for personal reasons, which I respect. But you know, there are those who don't have the personal connection or anything like that. It's, I want to be like that guy on TV, and they don't know the grueling behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
The relationships that fall apart because one guy had a totally different idea than you. It's
you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is in this business now. I'm like I said, I'm not nowhere near half the guys that I've worked with. You know, I'm not out there saying that I'm better than anybody. I'm not selfish. I am willing to learn. I'm willing to work. I'm willing to promote anybody out there that's willing to work with me. What I learned about this business is that you gotta have respect for the guys who have been doing it. Listen, you know, like you know, I met your trainer.
Yeah.
You know, great gentleman. Mm-hmm. Even though it was a one-time thing, I met with him and I learned a lot from him that day. Mm-hmm. And that's where it excelled to me to go and do more in this business of wrestling and try to develop. And that's where I got my new gear. You know, let me start an idea. Let me start this. Let me start that. And in this business, there's a lot of ugliness.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of ugliness. You and I both seen it personally. If you can separate yourself from that ugliness, rather you make it to the Big Daddy or you have a very successful independent career, you can achieve so much. Mm-hmm. But you got to have that fun.
Yeah.
Rule number 1, respect everybody in your locker room, whether you like them or not. Shake the hands of everybody.
All the way down to
the
janitor.
Ref. Yes.
To the janitor lower than that.
Yes.
You know?
And you go in there and you talk with them. And when you meet the big guys who were at the big show and they are back in the indies, thank you for the memories that I've had. You know, I just recently met Tito Santana. And I went up to him and I told him, I said, my father's Puerto Rican, but he was a huge Mexican wrestling fan. Loved you, loved Mil Mascara, Santos, Blue Demon. And his name, he chose the name El Charo because that's what a lot of Mexicans used to use. So he called himself El Charo Boricua, and I'm Charo Boricua Jr. And when I told him that, he was like, wow, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for remembering what I've done. I said, dude, you brought back, Saturday mornings, you guys brought back some good memories. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go.
You know, but it's the way it is. But now, you're into this game. You know, how long you been doing this now?
About 7, 8 years.
About 7, 8 years. I'm not even nowhere near you.
All right.
You know, but I do respect the guys who do what they do. You know, because I know what it is to see your dad or your husband or your boyfriend, your girl, your wife come back from matches hurt, tired.
Black eyes,
traveling from far away for $50, $60, sometimes nothing. You know, but they do it because they want to put their name out there. They want to put their time in. Entertainment, people, you have to understand this. I'm mostly a comedian. And it's basically the same thing in wrestling except for the physical point. The appearance is more valuable than the money to get your name out there. Yeah. You know, I know you were a different character before. Right. Now you're Bison. Right. To get Bison out there, it's very valuable to you because now you want people to see, whoa, what a change. Now, Bison, did you see Bison last week? Who's Bison? Oh, this guy we saw. It's the same thing with comedians. Right. I've done plenty of free shows.
Sometimes you have to.
You know, I've done plenty. You know, I had an ex-wife that was like, what the fuck are you doing this for if you're not going to get paid for it?
That is what most people don't understand, especially outside of the business, whether it's that entertainment, comedy, wrestling, whatever it is. Even in the business, like I said, you know, people starting off, money. Oh, I'm not getting, or even if they have years on them, they're not paying me. I'm not going to do the show. But that's an opportunity for you to play your commercial in a way. To
sell yourself.
Yeah, basically.
Because you never know who's in that audience, man.
Same thing goes for training. If you're in a training facility where it's like I used to train at Gleason's gym. It's a boxing gym. Celebrities or scouts, or you never know whether it's a guy who's filming a commercial, he's looking for somebody for a part. You never know who's watching. So, you want to not only just perform your best, you want to dress appropriately.
Yeah.
It's everything in life, as soon as you step out of the house, is an audition.
Yep.
And most people don't realize that.
Yeah, they don't. Now, so you got your event coming up this weekend.
Yes.
What is your goal for 2018?
2018. Establish myself, get better, and hurt people.
That's it. That's the thing. Yeah, kick some ass. See, I want to chew bubble gum and kick ass. I ran out of bubble gum.
I want to be the guy that after the match is over, they complain to the promoter, their friends and family watching, who they got in for free. He hit me too hard. He's too aggressive. That's what I want, and that's what Bison's getting across.
And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to working with you in the future. I know you and I were talking about some things off the air.
That shirt, you're motivating me to inquire to see if a spot is open. BWF,
you never know,
if you're listening, Bison.
Bronco, mira. You know what I'm saying? Before you go, what type of advice can you give someone who is looking to get into this game?
Be realistic. Whether don't wait to day one when you start, learning your roles and whatever, to prepare yourself for this. You have a mirror. You see what you see on TV with promos, and whether you want to take an acting class or do it yourself, get your personality out there, especially if you're an in your shell kind of person, which is what I was. In a way, I still am, and I got to work to get out there. Work on your physical appearance, not just the way you dress, the way you get your ass in the gym, man. I mean, people want to get in there. Not everyone needs a six pack and to be a bodybuilder or whatever, but you got to be able to go. If it's not or being muscular or whatever, you got to be able to have the cardio and the endurance to go. Your character, social media. There's so many aspects to this.
Sell. That's what they always tell us, right? Sell it.
That's it.
Sell it.
And when it comes to training and learning your craft, forget about the moves so much. It's more about making from the bottom all the way to the veterans at the top wanting to work with you. You make their stuff look good. You're going to learn your stuff and get your stuff over as time goes on, and they're going to let you, but you have to show them that I can work with you.
Yeah.
I want to work with you. That guy takes my stuff. Great. Put him on, and that just a domino effect over and over again. And then you'll get there.
Even if like most of us, we work, we're not doing this full time, not like the big guys. When you were with the big guys, they got the training facilities for you to be there every day. Mm-hmm. They provide you with everything. Guys like us, we have to find a place. Yeah. Listen, I can only do it once a week, but I go in there 2, 3 hours, 4 hours at a time, and get my weekly workout and go home and say, okay, back to the grind, taking care of the family, taking care of, my lady or whatever, and then starting all over again the following weekend to your next event. Like he said, learn from the vets. There are some out there that'll be like, they'll make you do something that for a fact you're not capable of doing. Like you and I were talking, your style is different from mine. The promoter that I'm with now, he saw, hey, I know how to use you the correct way. Mm-hmm. And when you find somebody that can use you the correct way, you can excel.
Right.
Because if you work with somebody who doesn't use you the right way, mistakes happen. Mm-hmm. And assumptions come up that they're saying it's your fault. Yeah. When it's really theirs. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
With that, Bison, I wish you nothing but the best for 2018.
Appreciate it.
I hope that you and I can get together for BWF and, bring you in there and because BWF is going to explode in 2018 in the Bronx. We're going to explode. Trust me when I tell you this, we're going to explode. I'm excited to be with them this Saturday. I've been talking to some of the guys. They're very excited. Matter of fact, I met the world champ by accident.
Okay.
I went to go do an errand, and it turns out it was his job. And he looked at me. He said my name. I said his name, and he's like, welcome. And that was cool to get it from the world champ.
That's great.
And we started talking, and he was like, yo, dude, I'm excited to have you in the company. I see the promos that you're putting up there and everything. You're putting the guys out there, and you know, the guys are getting feedback. They hit me up, hey, you see what's going on with this new guy? It's like, yeah, you know, and we spoke and everything. And listen, I'm excited.
One more thing, as far as advice goes, once you think you're better than anybody, your career is over.
Damn right.
Remember that.
Exactly. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's on our show. This is Turnbuckle Talk. Bison, he'll be at BCW tomorrow. Where?
Tomorrow, Elks Lodge, Queens, New York.
That's Queens Boulevard. That's the home of ECW.
Remember.
The great ECW used to be there. Now BCW's in there. So, hey, listen, if you got nothing to do, listen, independent wrestling, intimate, cheap, fun, exciting, close to home.
Aggressive.
And you can't ask for anything in there. Oh, before we go, Angela Rios, hello, my Nightlife TV family. Hi, mommy, how are you? And Keisha Mobley Baez says, humbling yourself and respect goes a long way. It's the key. Absolutely. It's the R&R Show. We'll be right back after this. And get ready. We got a lot of more show coming. We'll be right back.
Joe Paul, Don Juan Entertainment.
Like you ain't came to party, like you didn't get retarded. Now it's time to get this party started. Get this party started. Get this party started. Now it's time to get this party started.
I never drink and drive, cause I might spill my drink. Not saying I'm the best alive, but I damn sure do my thing. Take a look at the brand new vibe. Once inside, I'ma make you sing it. I make it go down, make you wanna kiss the ring. I'm talking about bottle popping, the party never stopping. Batman to you jokers, cause your girl I'm robbing. VIP no problems, drinks on me, I got 'em. I ain't worried about nothing,
Means I got no problem. Like you ain't came to party, like you didn't get retarded. Now it's time to get this party started. Get this party started. Get this party started. Now it's time to get this party started. Like you ain't came to party, like you didn't get retarded. Now it's time to get this party started. Get this party started. Get this party started. Now it's time to get this party started. 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 Now it's time to get this party started.
girls stunning, club jumping, speakers in the fist pumping, candy flipping, need some loving means. Coming home with something, having fun and being young. And I never wanna grow up, blazing places, old stages. You ain't never gotta throw up. We get it turned up. You see us going nuts. No time to fight these punks. We too busy just getting drunk. And the party's never done, even when we see the sun. By the time they close the club, one across the street just opens up.
Like you ain't came to party, like you didn't get retarded. Now it's time to get this party started. Get this party started. Get this party started. Now it's time to get this party started. Like you ain't came to party, like you didn't get retarded. Now it's time to get this party started. Get this party started. Get this party started. Now it's time to get this party started. 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 Now it's time to get this party started.
I wake up with no thought, no reason, no direction. Each day's the same, nothing's changed. I'm losing my damn mind. It's been so long since I felt something that made it worth the while. This is my time, it's now or never. I need to feel alive. Take one shot, all you need, baby, everything. I wake up with no thought, no reason, no direction. Each day's the same, nothing's changed. I'm losing my damn mind. It's been so long since I felt something that made it worth the while. This is my time, it's now or never. I need to feel alive. Take one step, all you need, baby, after you breathe. I'll be here while we're taking.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's on our show. We are back. We are live. Yes, I got two guys next to me. Don't get scared, ladies and gentlemen, because it's BM Cash and B Honcho is in the building.
What up?
Hip hop stars that are coming up in the game. Guys, thank you guys so much for being on here and everything.
My pleasure.
It's not
Pleasure
that
to be
cold
here.
either, but it's all good.
Listen. I came
see
straight
the
out of
love.
work, man.
I see the
season.
love. I see the love. Anyway, guys, where you from? Where you came from? Where you at? Where you going? What's going on? Let the people know how you guys got together. First, let's start off with you, BM Cash. How did you come out to join with this gentleman, B Honcho, on the thing?
We went to high school together.
Oh, how old are you
Plain and
guys?
simple. I'm 20.
Oh, so you guys are fresh out of high school.
Yeah, I'm 18.
Man, I'm too old for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's good that you guys are doing something positive at a young age.
Right.
You guys got together. What made you guys click together and say, let's make music?
Yeah, we used to take the 6 bus together, rapping. We used to go to Popeyes, just listening to instrumentals off of YouTube. We used to just kick it, all that. We used to make beats, try and look at the shit, all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was something that we had. We felt the vibe and we went along with it, You could tell, like, you got good friends around you, and you pick and choose correctly. And I chose him and everything came out good.
Now, how long you guys have been friends for?
Like a couple of years.
A couple of years.
'Cause
you got a good chemistry going.
Right, yeah. Funny shit is that when we was in high school, like the first freshman year, then after, I think it was the sophomore.
Yeah.
After that, like, we was never really friends. Like, we didn't even really know each other. Then right after that, for some reason, we just started clicking. I found out he took the 6 bus. I found out, like, we got the same location where we at, all of that. So it was a vibe.
So y'all doing that real steady grinding, like being in a bus, and one is coming up with a beat, and the other one's like, hey, what do you think about this? And putting music together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. Like, we was eating Popeyes, eating chicken. Like,
Eating chicken and french fries.
Popeyes will make you think some crazy
no biscuit,
shit.
though.
You know
No
what I'm saying?
biscuit. I was not trying to die.
Yeah, I hear you. I know, but that's why I bring my own butter and jelly when I go to Popeyes. I put on the biscuit.
As you should.
Because it just be dry hell. Because I know Popeyes be bringing out the best in people, especially when you got the munchies.
For real.
That's
Right.
he put his hand up. Yes, you're right.
Preach.
The shrimp basket is the best and stuff
Listen,
like
kids,
that.
don't do drugs.
Yeah. Now, where you guys come from? What part of the city? I mean,
We both located in the Bronx, right? On 157 St. Anne's. He's located on Trinity, I think.
okay.
Trinity Ave, home of Fat Joe, Project 1000.
Okay. And is there any damn, I don't want to start no shit, but it's raw and ready, so fuck it.
Fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck
Is
it.
there any like when y'all come up with rhymes together and you're putting a song together? Is there ever a moment where you'll be like, man, I gotta prove I'm better than him. I gotta come up with something better than that line. How do you guys keep your game up?
You answer that.
I mean, we never really try to compete with each other. We just go with the best that we got, Sometimes, we ask each other for opinions in order, and we give, a real opinion, like, this sucks, this is good, this is bad,
Right. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'll let him know, if the shit is whack, it's whack. I'll tell him, I'll let him know, bro, listen to how you saying it. What if you add a couple more words? What if you do this and that? And I'll start rapping it for him. He'll get it, and he'll make it into his own, what he do to it.
Okay. So there's teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
That's good because
Teamwork make the dream work.
yeah, I mean, because sometimes you guys, I don't see egos here. I don't see it. I've had groups that have come before where one is always trying out. Yeah, well, when he did this, I did that. I see you guys are like, hey, we want this. We want this. We want to do this.
You know what it is? It's I don't understand why people hate. That's why I don't understand. how you not gonna try and support somebody, and then when they blow up, then try to support them, and then be in their face?
Oh, I go through that all the time.
So exactly, you should know.
I go through that. I've been doing this since 2006, and I've had people in the past be like, "Why are you doing this show for?" And then all of a sudden, now with 12 years down the road, they're like, "Hey, I like your show.
up,
when
man?
can I get on your show?" I'll be like, "Where were you when I started the show?"
Right.
That's for real.
You know, but okay, so you're 18, you're
20.
20. Who influenced you guys? Like, what hip hop artists or what musical artists?
Nas.
Nas?
I want to say the Hot Boys with Lil Wayne and Birdman, you know, back in 1990s.
Oh my God, man, I feel old. Jesus
Hot Boys
Christ.
is on fire.
1990, my daughters were born. Jesus Christ. No, but hey, listen. See, like when I grew up, Nas, and of course, you know, Lil Wayne and everybody. Those back then, those guys were like the shit to listen to.
Right.
You know, they put messages out there. They did their thing and stuff like that. But in my era, I grew up with the Biggies and you know, LL Cool J's.
Yeah, them too.
You know,
Them
and
too.
I listen to them now. What do you guys think about the way the music is going now? Because I want to ask this. I'm not trying to dog anybody or whatsoever. But
Repetitiveness of it.
it's not only the competitive.
That's like the repetitive. though.
Yeah. Do you think it's crap or? I mean,
Honestly, I feel like you see how before there was rock and metal rock, and you see how there's just two different type of rocks. I feel like that's what's gonna wind up happening with rap, like with the music. Like you see how you got all those pro era people that rap like they're still, you know, back in that era. Then you got people that don't make no sense, like Lil Pump, Gucci Gang. Like,
Thank you, Lord.
But hold
Thank you, Lord,
on.
that
But hold on, I'm not discrediting him either.
Yeah.
Though. Like the song is fire. Like when you want to turn up, like that's what, like those type of songs is fire for when you want to do that type of turn up.
Yeah, but there are good songs out there. I'm not
Right,
saying there
yeah.
not but there are some that you're like, how the fuck is this guy making money?
Exactly.
Come on, think about it.
You be like, what the hell?
You have hip hop artists that are out there, like you guys.
Rainbow Dreads.
Yes, that you're coming out there and you're trying to make your money. You're not trying to make your money, but put your name out there because you love the game.
Yeah.
But here you got a girl who's making money just because she said, "Cash me outside,"
How about that?
How about that?
and they put a beat. How about that?
And the funny shit is, they
Cash me outside.
they got a video of her where she's not even speaking like how she's speaking.
No.
Like, they rolled up on her. She's
First of all, she's 14 years old
With a record
She's
deal.
young.
with a record deal and selling her body and her attitude like she's 24, 25 years old.
Yeah, wearing shirts that's inappropriate and shit. Like,
Yeah, I mean, telling
Catch
her
my sister
mother.
in
I
that
mean,
shit.
I heard she just paid her mother's mortgage, but the way she did it was she gave her mother $65,000 and said, "Hey, bitch, here's your mortgage." And I'm like, I could never.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Right.
That's,
Dude,
But you
yeah,
know
I
what
mean-
her mother did probably? She ran with that shit.
Yeah,
like Cardi,
she was
but
like,
like Cardi B, she
her
ran
mother
with
was
that
like,
shit.
Yeah, she was like, "Are you serious? This is for me." And I'm
So,
looking at her
the
like,
camera's
"Wait a
on me,
minute, Weren't
the
you
camera-
on Dr. Phil a few years ago saying I'm
Crying?
gonna fuck this bitch up?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you this. This is a question I want to ask you guys because I'm seeing this a lot on social media. Cardi B,
She dope.
she's out there doing her thing with Bruno Mars. She's doing reggaeton now
That's a
in
dope.
Spanish. And she did her album, which was one of the top selling songs out there.
Facts.
There's a lot of hatred because of Nicki. Now, everybody can say what they want to say. Look, we're getting hits on the fan page. People saying they love Cardi B.
Right.
Do you think that Cardi B sold out, or do you actually think that she's making the moves that she should have done a while ago?
I mean, in my opinion, I feel like you see how like a lot of male rappers nowadays, they all sound the same, but they can't only be one female rapper. You know, we have to like widen our variety. You know, Cardi B, she's like the full package. You know, she could do Spanish, English, you know, a lot of
Personality, bro.
exactly.
Personality go a long way.
It's all
See,
about
I like
being.
that. You
it's
see,
all
I like
about
when
being
these young
different.
kids are talking. The young kids are talking
But
good.
let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, bro. I peeped this when I first heard Bodak Yellow. I'm like, okay, she kind of ran with Kodak Black style.
Yeah.
But I kind of already knew that because they were under the same label, the Atlantic Records or whatever, you know. they were under them. So I knew they were gonna do that, and they were gonna be cool. But when I noticed that song started hitting the Billboard and started like going from 100, then 50, then 20, I was like, yo, why she just run with it? Like she's just gonna run with it. She's gonna go with like keep saying her name in all the songs, and then with the finesse, she's smart. Because just the other day, I was just thinking that she came out with the finesse album, with the finesse song. I had the one for that song, the old movie. What was that movie? It's an old movie. I can't think of it right now, but it's a movie that they were probably going to do a soundtrack to. But look what happened to her song. It's a Grammy song now because it's with Bruno Mars. Yep. She's smart.
Yeah, I mean, I like
Smart.
her. I like her in the fact that, I mean, I wasn't too crazy about Cardi B because you know what it was?
Right.
I want to be honest with you. It's not that the song sucked. It became an anthem for the women.
Right.
You know,
that's the club
I
anthem
mean,
right there.
my lady is a huge Cardi B fan. And when she gets a little bit on the, she'll be like, if you wanted to. I was like, shit, man, please, no. You know, she loves her music. And then we saw her doing Spanish, and we started seeing the Bruno Mars thing. And we were like, wow, she's really putting herself out there. And you know, you got a lot of hatred from other people because they said, no, Nicki this, Nicki that. Listen, Cardi B was a stripper who went out and put music out there. Yeah, she's
from the Bronx. Let's say she's from, well, not the Bronx, what is it, the Heights?
Yeah, I mean.
She's from the Heights.
But she keeps it real.
She
doesn't deny, hey, I was a stripper. She doesn't deny it.
She
You
embraces
can't expose
it, you know,
her.
like,
You can't
She embraces
expose
it.
her.
When you got people who are out there now, celebrities and reality stars, who I don't know why people consider these people celebrities. They're not celebrities. They're just reality stars. They're recording. They're putting out their business in front of a camera, and it's all bullshit. Anyway, she's putting it out there. She's doing her thing, and she's not ashamed of it. And what I like about you two guys is, you guys are young, and you guys are seeing that. So you guys got a good future in this. I see kids your age that all they want to do is sing that shit that they're playing out there. They just putting two words together. Applesauce, strawberry juice. Boom, they're making a song.
Well, hell, you forgot the ad-lib. Once they get the fire ad-lib or that one dumbass ad-lib.
Yeah. You know, but I see that you guys are going out there and doing your thing. BM Cash, B Honcho, when your first video comes out, please, the R&R show would be honored to play your music during our breaks so people can see
Most
what
definitely.
you guys do, you know, and show us love and everything. Because this is why we put independent artists out there. We put independent artists because their music is real. And, you know, whether it's music, wrestling, you know, of course, our next guest, poetry, drama, comedy, whatever it is, you know, if you're real and you do it independently, please, you know, come on to the R&R show. We're raw and ready. Miss Keisha Mobley Baez, who's on the chat room, she's been on the show before. She's a writer. She's a poet
Keisha,
also.
what up?
And she's showing
Shouts
mad
out to her.
love. You know, true fan here. You know, she's doing her thing. Eddie B. Swift, the boss is watching. Hey, boss, what's up? Happy New Year, nigga. We doing our thing. But again, guys, I want you guys to come back when you come make your video. You know,
Definitely.
and
Of course.
we apologize that we didn't have your music on time and stuff like that. But I want you guys to send me your music through MP3. And we're going to play it on the show. We'll put the logo, or you guys can send us one of your logos and up, and we'll put it up and we'll play it on the show. That I promise you we'll do. And you guys are young. You guys, please,
Young and kicking.
let's break the stereotype. Hispanics live longer than 25 years old. Let's go out there and do it right. You know, let's do it right. Keep your heads up, guys. I wish you guys nothing in the best. Take 2018 by the balls. Do your thing. Come back on the R&R show, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, BM Cash, B Honcho in the building.
Follow
It's the
me on
R&R
Instagram,
show.
bro.
Thank you guys very much for coming on. Before we go, where can people reach you at? Where can people see you at?
Instagram, BM Cash. There you go.
My Instagram is B Huncho YSB. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And
BM.cash.
BM.Cash. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the R&R show. It's Raw and Ready. When we come back, we still got some more fun going. Later on tonight, we got sexual healings. Liz is in the building. She's getting a little impatient. She got the hooker boots on. She's ready to go. It's Raw and Ready. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, yeah.
Because of your success. So you are changing. You don't change who you are, the core of who you are, the things you believe, the things you love, the things you die for, and your principles. You don't change that, but you're going to change who you are. You want to change, you can't do the same things that you can't hang on the corner. Some people may not be comfortable with that.
Kinda confusing, they hating my evolution, cause I cleaned up my act and don't act the way they approving. They asking if I'm still shooting. Well, I took my shot and kept it moving. I stuck with this over hooping. You stupid for thinking everything I'm spitting was just to get me some women, or brag about all the spots where I had the pots in the kitchen. Wait, I need to know what's your definition of winning. If you ain't better, you're living. You rappers gotta be kidding. This is no stress, so blessed. Crunch time, get my bow flex. Big shoulders, there's no necks. I'ma make it, baby, like slow sex. She was your girl, now she your ex. Made a toast curl, left no mess. This autumn I'll be on them all, cause time's changed and I know best. I told them it's different and spoken into existence. My team is way too persistent to reach the target and miss it. That's why I created Doctor to show you what this was missing. It wasn't about the dissing, well, maybe it was. What's up? They're saying that I changed. Like I worked this hard for everything to stay the same. They're saying that I changed. Like I worked this hard for everything to stay the same. They're saying that I changed. Like I worked this hard for everything to stay the same. They're saying that I changed. Like I worked this hard for everything to stay the same. They claiming that I'm changing, what can I say? I can't lie, just blame it on the growth, homie. We are not the same size, see, I'm just here to take it all. You should probably take 5, knowing I won double. God, I'm giving me those snake eyes. Whoa, I kept it humble and trained my stomach to grumble. No matter how much I fed it, now everybody's in trouble. They giving rappers unleaded, they gassing up every mumble. I'm showing up with a match, hope they find you under the rubble. This is Team Rise, throw us all on us like cheap fries. They get your squad and you deep fried. Stick a fork in them like meat pies. Give me those chips, I don't eat wise. I need that chick with the sweet thighs. Looking so fly, call a G5. Take the skirt off, keep the knee highs. Told them it's different and spoke it into existence. My team is way too persistent to reach the target and miss it. That's why I created Doctor to show you what this was missing. It wasn't about the dissing, well, maybe it was. What's up? They're saying that I changed. Like I worked this hard for everything to stay the same. They're saying that I changed. Like I worked this hard for everything to stay the same. They're saying that I changed. Like I worked this hard for everything to stay the same. They're saying that I changed. Like I worked this hard for everything to stay the same.
It deals with
Give me one more try. Like this, a hit or a miss, goodbye or a kiss. It's either farewell in May or I love you in June.
a dream. So tired when you walked away, then begging to stay, no more for today. But oh, how I hated to love you, and oh, how I need but don't want you, and oh, no one knows what I go through to hide all these feelings inside. Nice to meet you,
Great to leave you.
sometimes I need you.
Give me one more try. Back up off me.
My one and only.
Stop and hold me. Give me one more try.
Nice to meet you.
Great to leave you.
Sometimes I need you.
Give me one more try. Back up off me.
My one and only.
Stop and hold me. Give me one more try. Give me one more try.
Keep on fighting.
Keep on fighting.
Keep on fighting.
Tears I have inside.
Nice to meet you.
Great to leave you.
Sometimes I need you.
Give me one more try. Back up off me.
My one and only.
Stop and hold me. Give me one more try.
Nice to meet you.
Great to leave you.
Sometimes I need you.
Give me one more try. Back up off me.
My one and only.
Stop and hold me. Give me one more try.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the R&R show. We are live right here at Nightline TV. And yes, my next guest, poetry. You know, it's a big thing out there right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rebel Poet is in the building. We don't just do music. We don't just do wrestling. We have, you know, people from all genres on the show. First of all, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's
Appreciate
my
that.
pleasure. It's my pleasure. First of all, how did you get into this genre?
Well,
if you don't mind putting the mic a little closer.
yeah, I was oddly enough, I was born a poet, I believe.
Okay.
And I always had the gift. When I was in elementary school, I used to write little poems for girls that I liked.
Okay.
And you know, at the time I didn't really know it was poetry. I just knew that it sounded good, and when I would recite it, like it had an effect, right?
Yeah.
My friends would be like, you know, write something for me so I could give it to this girl that I like, and you know, it was that type of introduction to it.
Okay, so you were, well, what was the name of that character that used to write love stories for the guy who he would go into and
I saw
to
that
the,
movie,
to
yeah.
to the queen or the, what the hell's the name of that? Oh man, anyway, I forget the name. And he comes out there and he does his thing, and he writes poetry and writes love songs or whatever for other people. So you
it was like a ghostwriter.
You hooked up, yeah, you hooked up a lot of people.
Yeah, I put a lot of people on.
You got a lot of people got married because of you. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, some people got married. You know, they were like, "Yo, I hooked up with this girl. You know, I wrote her some letters." No, you didn't. Rebel Poet did. Rebel Poet did. So you started doing. I mean, I want people to understand the poetry that you guys do now is not what used to be in the 60s.
Right.
Stuff.
So basically what happened with me is, you know, I started with music first. And Trump is blocking the signal.
We're back?